Hi, welcome to your bar class. All you need for this one is your mat, some light weights, a chair nearby, and when you're ready, we are going to get right into that warm-up. We're starting in the center, maybe with those weights if you have them, and let's start just by bringing one leg up at a time in towards that chest. Good, so you're bringing that knee up nice and high, starting to pick up that energy, and maybe even lifting those arms with that leg, starting to rev it up. Ooh, and hello, how are you? How are you feeling? Take these first couple exercises as always to tune in, see how you're feeling, so we know how far we can push ourselves for the day. I'm going to be giving you those modifications, and I'll be giving you those challenges, and so you can decide where you want to go with these exercises. And no matter what, you're going to get a great workout. You're here, which is amazing. Half of the hard part of this class is already done. Let's go. Bring it all the way up. Woo, full reach through those arms for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring those arms up. Exhale halfway down. 2 more times. Lift and press. Last one, lift. And let's get into it. Legs turn out. We're going to bend those legs out. We're going to open those arms up wide. And notice we are taking a bit of a straighten before we get back down into that deep plie because we're just getting going. So why not start to take it a little bit easy here? Just connecting into that center, those arms, those legs, and getting into that Pilates breathing, exhaling out through that mouth, inhaling through the nose, and engaging to that center as we breathe out. Now hold it down low. Find a curl through the arms and a press down low through those legs. Now the lower you can stay and the less you can come up, the more challenging this is going to be for you. So if that's what you're looking for, go for it. Let's stay here just for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift and lower. Now as you straighten, you want to feel some resistance to those legs. Like the tops of your knees are actually lifting up towards the tops of your hips. So we're not just bending and straightening, and all you're really going to do there is just kind of wear yourself out, not actually gain any kind of real strength. And that's not really what we're going for, right? We want to get a little bit stronger. We want to leave here knowing that we got the most out of each exercise we did. So always trying to pay attention to what's going on as we're moving. What are we really focusing on? What muscles are really working? Ooh, and for this one, you're gonna let those legs fire up all on their own and thinking about engaging more from the center, less from those thighs. Yes, staying here for 4, 3, 2, once again, lift and press. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I know we just got started, but wow, my legs are already on fire. Hopefully I'm not alone. Hopefully yours are too. And if they're not, you sink down a little bit lower. You lift up a little bit more through those thighs as you straighten. You've got this for 4. Open those arms up to open up the upper body. Squeeze those weights together from the back. Now take a small curl of the arms and a small pulse through those legs. Yes, now we are gonna stay right here. Let's move on. Bring those arms front and side. Now is when it gets real good. We can kick it up a notch, maybe coming down even lower. Notice now those knees, they are staying bent. So if I'm modified for this, you can find that straighten in between, right? Straighten up in between. Otherwise, stay low with me. Beautiful. Now let's hold those arms back out to the side. Just curl those arms and pulse. So yes, we're getting low with those legs. Crown of your head, though, is pressing through the ceiling. So we've got some opposition there. And that opposition is a great reminder to engage that center, because the second you think about lifting up tall, your core kind of automatically pulls in towards the back of your spine, which is exactly what we're going for here. Now let's hold those arms all the way out and find that curl and pulse through those legs. Arms, legs working together in one piece for 4, 3, 2. We're set like this. Take it front, out. Woo. This is so good. Get everything all at the same time here. And look, this is just our first exercise. It's gonna be a good workout today. I can feel it. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now from here, we're gonna lower, lift, lift, drop, drop. Now notice, even when we're coming up, those knees aren't fully straightening. This is just a moment for us to be able to try to get down a little bit lower. That's it. Now for this one, I want you to hold down low, curl those arms in, stay low through those legs. Oh yes, everything's fired up. We got this. Once again, lower, lower, lift, lift, drop, drop, slight lift. Ooh, everything is shaking. Getting a little bit stronger. That's what those shakes let me know. And now let's hold it low. So it's a great time for me also to tell you that, look, I'm still feeling it. I do this all the time, which is one of the reasons why barre is so great. There's always a next level you can go to make these exercises new, to help them feel fresh, and to help those muscles continuously get stronger. Even though we've been doing this exercise maybe for a while, maybe you've been doing this workout with me for a couple years now, we can always go another layer. You can always feel it. Those teeny tiny muscles that we target, ooh, they're so tough, and they really let you know that they're working. Lower, lower, lift. I don't know about you, but I like that. I like to know that I'm really getting bang for my time. I'm putting this time in. I want to know that I'm really going to get the most out of it. And my muscles shaking, they're just telling me, yeah, you're doing really good. This is exactly where you want to be. Woo! Bring those elbows to the side. Feel that chest open. Crown of your head lift to the ceiling. And from here, push those arms away as you get down a little bit lower to finish. 3. You made it. Woo! Oh my gosh, we did it. Wow, breathe. A little cardio in there too, right? Go ahead, drop one. Wait, hold on to just one so the other one can be off to the side. This is now when you're gonna grab that chair. And just a reminder, weights are optional. So even here, I'm saying grab a weight, maybe not, maybe you don't grab one. Kind of see what's going on. And if it doesn't work for you, make sure it's just off to the side so you're not gonna step on it. And continue on with me anyway. All right, let's go to extend one leg back. Now notice the supporting leg, it's gonna stay straight. From here, make sure you've got some space behind you. And we're gonna bend down that supporting leg, outside arm and leg are gonna lift, and then straighten back to the start. Exhale. Woo. Feel that core, navel towards the back of your spine. Reach that arm away. Press it out for 4, 3, 2, and now hold it forward, bring that leg back. Knees down, flex that foot, and squeeze that seat from there. So that hand can rest, dropping those shoulders, neck is long, knee is down, heel is up. So that back leg is parallel. You got this here for 4, 3, 2. Let's reset from the top. Find that leg to the back, it's gonna be straight. Let's reach it away. As that leg presses behind you, one thing about it reaching towards your opposite shoulder, that's a great way to know that you're really gonna feel it in that seat. Yes, now hold it forward, bend that bottom leg down, heel up, and squeeze that seat. So I kind of have to give it a check. What's going on there? I wanna make sure the knee is down, the heel is up. Sometimes it's hard to feel what's happening, especially when those muscles are already tired. Maybe just give it a little look, see what's going on. And then I want you to think about squeezing more from the seat, less from the top of that leg. Good. Now let's go take it back from the beginning. Extend that leg, extend that arm, exhale. Good. Reach it away. Now this weight is just giving you another level to make everything a little bit more effective, so you're really getting into those arm muscles no matter what. But if you've got that weight, whew, it's just gonna get you a little bit deeper into everything. And now hold it forward, bend that knee down, heel up, and pulse it out. Woo. That's right, squeezing through that seat, making sure those bottom toes kind of go off the floor. That's a great way to know that your knee's in the correct position. Yes. And from here, let's pulse it out. Last 8, and point, flex, point for 4, 3, 2, you are made it. Oh, so good. You're gonna go ahead and take that bar slightly away from you. We're gonna stay on the same side, which means we're gonna come on to that supporting side, that supporting hip on the mat. So knees forward, toes back. We're gonna reach your arm overhead, and then we're gonna lift from there. So yay for this one, because this is really gonna start to get us into those abs. So specifically those obliques, the sides of your waist, these guys right here. Got 2 more. And then go ahead, take that hand down, stay lifted, stay tall. Circle this leg forward, up and around. Get that little lift in between. Yes, and then go ahead, reverse that. And chest straightening forward, shoulders stay back and down. 3, 2, and once again, you're gonna tap, reach the arm and leg, reset for that second round. Arm meets the leg. Leg is gonna stay parallel, so really important here to make sure that yes, when the arm and leg meet, there's lots of energy there, but those hips don't start to roll back. You wanna keep those hips forward. Hips stay stacked. Yes, so good. 2 more. And then hold, dropping that weight down. Again, circle it. Okay, maybe that leg feels like it can barely move. That's when you really wanna get those abs. Say, hi abs, I need help. Engage and press the navel towards your spine. And once again, last round, last set, we can do this. Tap and lift. Oh, the leg feels like it can barely move. 2 more. And then hold this leg, but drop that weight, circle it and circle. Oh man, so good. Isn't this awesome? It's like we're barely even into it. We're about 10 minutes in and we've gotten everything already. Oh, so good. We don't need a lot of time. You just need a couple minutes to yourself and this effective workout, you're gonna be good to go. You're gonna know that, hey, I got everything. I'm working the right muscles the way that I want them to create long, lean lines so that I can feel better day-to-day life when I'm running around. I don't have to worry about back pain or struggling to pick up my little one because I'm strong from those barre classes, right? Let's go ahead and extend the leg. That's what I like to remind myself when things get tough. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna feel so much better though when it's done. It's not always fun while we're doing it. Hopefully it is most of the time, but sometimes it's not. You need a little extra motivation. That's a little peek into my mind. Scary, I know. 2 more. And then let's hold it forward, dropping down with that bottom leg. Then that back leg is gonna go parallel. Knee down, heel is gonna flex. Ooh, it can feel really awkward, even for me, to get that leg parallel. So take your time to kind of find this position. Knee down, heel up. And then keep fixing it if you feel like it's starting to kind of wander to the side. Now just make that little adjustment. For 4, 3, 2, and come on up, tap and reach. Good, get that exhale, rev it back up, send that energy away. Fingertips forward, toes back. Let's go for 2. And then hold it forward, sink down low, chest forward, neck long, leg goes parallel, flex that foot and lift. From there, dropping the shoulders, we're lifting from the seat. From the glutes. Give it a squeeze for 4, 3, 2, 1 more full round. It's a tap, reach. Breathe it out. Send that leg and arm away from one another. Woo. 2 more. Yes, now hold it forward. Bend that bottom leg, bend that top leg, knee down, heel up. Squeeze that seat. Hello, abs. Good news, we're almost out of it. So the reason why I'm so particular about that leg behind us is because I want to get a certain area here. I want to get right beneath those low glutes. Woo! And from here, you're gonna point and flex and maybe add even a bend to that bottom leg. Ooh, we already got that leg turned out, so now we're working it parallel to make sure no muscles left behind. You made it. Come on up. Ooh, so good. Give those legs a shake, a little stretch. Get that bar out of your way. We do not need it. You're gonna stay with that weight in the same hand, and we're gonna come on over onto that opposite hip, down onto the mat. So now we're really gonna get the side of that seat, dropping it to our elbow, arm overhead. Now those hips are forward. So if you need to, take a moment, roll those hips forward, and if you need to, keep that hand right on the hip, just to give yourself a little guide. I'm not there, so if you need a second to kind of feel what's going on, this is a great way to do that. Just keeping your hand on your hip is actually really effective. So you'll notice in a lot of those exercises, I just keep your hand right there. It's actually a tool so that you can be your own teacher and you can really get the most out of each exercise without compromising the lower back, the shoulder neck area, all those sensitive areas in our body. Instead, we can get a little bit stronger. And now let's hold this leg up, but drop that hand, circle. Woo! So good. And go ahead, reverse that. Oh my gosh, my leg. It's dying. And let's go for that second round. Tap, and then exhale to lift. Remember, we're also gauging through that waist. It's gonna fire up all on its own, but you do wanna actively think about sinking the belly button towards that lower back with every lift of the arm and leg. Good, now hold it up and exhale. The knee needs to bend a little bit. Nice modification. Also totally fine to come all the way down, or even do this whole thing standing up if you need to. Those are some good options here for modifications, especially if you're feeling it in your wrists or even your elbow, low back, and all those sensitive areas we just talked about before. Woo. Breathe it out with me for 4. And hold, circle it. Smiling because we're almost there. And reverse it for 2 and 1. Oh my gosh, I had to will my leg to move on that one. Come on, up and over. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and grab a hold of both weights. We're gonna come all the way around onto our back. Feet are gonna get into those abs. And I'm actually very excited about this one because it's so good. And you don't even need to lift head and shoulders for this. You also don't need those weights, but if you want to up-level it, grab those weights, come on down to the mat with me, and we're going to go ahead and bring those legs up to a tabletop position, which means you do want to take a moment to set up that lower back. So I like to think about tucking in through my pelvis, feeling it's going to make sure my low back is flat to the mat. Then I'm going to move those knees right over those hips, make sure those shins stay in line with those knees, and without doing anything, wow, right? You feel that tug in that center? So good. Reach those arms up. Now I'm going to tap my left foot down, and as I do that, I'm going to extend my right arm behind, and then to exhale, I'm going to bring everything back up to the center. Ah, this one's so good. It's just so effective if you're doing it right, which means it's easy to just kind of move the arm and leg without any kind of real intention. If you are actively pressing the navel into the mat to bring the leg back up, oh my gosh, you could do this all day long, and trust me, it will be one of the best things you could do for that center. So you're low on time, you want to get those abs, you want to feel those arms, this is it right here. Woo! Modified. Don't be afraid to keep those feet flat to the mat and think about pulling the leg and arm off the mat like that. Right? The idea is to lift that leg still from that exhale, from that core. Otherwise, both legs in tabletop, you're moving from there. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, now from here, you're gonna bring those arms back, bring those legs slightly forward, and then exhale to return back to center. Woo, so good. Reach, and exhale. So the range of motion here is gonna look a little bit different on everybody. Again, you wanna make sure you're keeping that connection from the top of your hip to the lower rib cage. In other words, that low back doesn't start to arch. If you need to for this one, drop those weights. Again, place your hands right around those hips, and you wanna make sure they're staying tucked, that low back doesn't start to arch. Deep exhale to draw the legs, arms back to the center. 2 more. And last one, hold it up. Now fingertips are gonna reach towards the ceiling. We're gonna add a lift, curl head, shoulders up, and then lower and bring those arms to the ceiling. Can you grab those inner thighs and squeeze them together like you're holding a $100 bill right between those legs, trying not to lose it. If you feel the tops of your legs are too fired up, or you're feeling like you're squeezing or gripping in the front hip flexors, these guys right here, keep those feet down. I want you to access the core, not the legs. Yes, you're gonna feel those legs. You wanna make sure you're not gripping in them. So if you're feeling a little bit of tightness, sorry, not tightness, tugging, if you feel any tugging in the top of your hip flexors, I say drop those feet flat. 2 more. Another way to be your own teacher in this and guide yourself into the best places so you can really get the most out of these exercises. Palms face forward, little curl from here. Also, don't be afraid to place your hands behind your head. Hold out your support for that neck. Drop those weights, place those hands behind your head if you still want to lift. If you feel like having those weights is just a little too much. Beautiful. Now from here, we're gonna extend our opposite leg to opposite arm and then find that curl. Exhaling to lift. Yes, and we're gonna bring both legs, both arms out without losing that lower back. Yes, you notice it is slow, it is controlled. You're experimenting in the first couple ones. Can I take my legs down a little bit lower? Do I need to bring them up a little bit higher? Yes, always coming back into that technique, finding those moments where you can give yourself a quick little assessment, see what's going on. And last one, I want you to hold it up and lift. Lift those arms, lift those legs to the ceiling. Maybe even bring those hips off the mat and reach those toes right through the ceiling for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now cross those ankles, come on up. I want you to take those weights off to the side. Don't need them. And we're gonna finish around on our hands, on our knees. Last little thing for that center, those arms, even for those glutes. So hands, knees. You're gonna extend both legs back. From here, you're gonna tap those knees down. And as those legs straighten, I want you to think about squeezing to that seat. Tap, squeeze, keep that neck long. So you're looking about 2 inches forward of that mat. This will always be done on your elbows. Yes, 2 more. Hips can always be higher up to the ceiling. You need even more of a modification. Good, you can even just hold it here, feeling that core engage. And then from there, let's all bring those hips up for 2, and then squeeze that seat as you press the seat down. Lift and press. And last one, hold that plank. Tap it down, press, tap, press. Woo! 4 more, go 4, 3, actively engage through the center. Don't just move those legs up and down. Lift, lift, and squeeze that seat. Lift, lift. And hold it down. Let's finish this strong. Tap those knees, then squeeze. Tap, press. 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Bring one knee into the chest. Run it out. 4, 3. Take it to a twist. Opposite knee, opposite elbow. Good. Now I want you to go ahead. Bring the knee to same elbow. Turn it out. Tap, tap. Go 4, 3, 2. You made it. Send that seat back, arms forward. Ooh, roll it up, shake it out. Lean you around, comfortable place. Beautiful. Catch your breath, palms together, drop the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, hands together over your heart. Final big deep breath in and exhale. Let it go. Give yourself a big round of applause. You made it. Make sure you keep on stretching. I'll see you next time. Bye.